Okay, so now what is this? And basically, some people may have recognized already what it is, but I saw a video a long time ago on Equip to Endure, and they were talking about this product, and I finally bought it, and it's the oh crap, the Tasmanian tiger, I think. Anyway, I'll put the link down of where I bought it, and it was only like $15. I think it came to 30 with shipping, because actually I think there was even a place here in Vancouver that was delivering it. So basically what it is, it's a map carrier. So I'll carry like this in my bag, and I was looking for this because I mean, we always need like information, especially if you're in a survival situation or in the urban, to always know where we're gonna go and stuff. So, oops, put it the wrong way. First time I'm using it. So what I did, actually it'll be perfect. So obviously you would carry it like this to be able to see, but I'll put it like this so that you can't see. So on the first here, got a little Write in the Rain book for notes, as well as I got little pencils here. Then I got my tactical pen that I can put over here, and it holds it very well. I used to have the pen here, but it kept falling apart. So basically now what I have, I went on Google Map, and for the area where I live, what I did is basically took the, because on Google Map you can either take the map or the satellite pictures. So what I did was to take the satellite picture of the area where I live and the few area that I would like to go if something would go wrong and stuff like this. And so what I did is basically just printed it, and I was looking for a way to kind of not waterproof it a little bit. So obviously that's not fully waterproof, but also to make it a little bit more sturdy than just a sheet of paper. So what I did is like that masking tape that because I've been moving a lot, so I had like extra. So basically what I put is put layers of that tape. So the tape that you do your box with, and actually it works pretty good. So I took two pieces. So basically I copied picture of the place, some area that I would like to and stuff, and cut it through, and some of them are back and back, so that's why here that's two different pictures that are on the top of it, and then I put the layer of the tape. But as you can see, it makes it a cheap way of making nice little map like this. And so this is like I was saying, like the regions, and the advantage of having something like this is that now if I'm stuck somewhere, now I have kind of eagle view of the resource that are around there. So if I cannot get to exactly where I would like to go, I can still see with the details that they're like you see over here with the details. I mean, if I would see, let's say, a water plant or something like this, another park nearby, so let's say I would like to have trees, and well, I can see that there's trees like right over there. So if I'm looking for a resource, then I can, from where I am, look a little bit. Obviously it's not as detailed, but it gives you a different vision of what you would like to go, and a little bit of the different stuff. And when you match it with the Google Map, they'll like see, like right over here there's a school, and so it writes it, there's a school there. So just with this quick information, I can get, I get a lot of information for something that I basically just Google where I want to go, Google where I want to be, and print the image. So it makes like very quick maps. And as you can see too, the route that they recommend, because I was looking at different routes to go to places, well, is marked right there. So that's a big advantage of having something like this, and you can kind of make your own maps. So they fit perfectly, as you can see over here, as I can turn them upside down and stuff. So basically now what I have is the 2 points, like point A, point B, that I would probably go and meet if something would go wrong, and depending on where I am in the city. The reason I chose those ones as well, as you can see here, because there's a lot of water obviously around here, not only ocean but also rivers, and so this is the Fraser River, and as you can see, all the gray zones over here are zones that would be very at risk for floods. So because I'm new to the area, I did a lot of research and literally just Google it, Google like different places, Google Maps and stuff and everything, and Google region that would be more susceptible to flood. So this, especially me, because I'm new to the area, if I'm getting out of somewhere, I know I need to get away from those green zones. As well, another one that I copy is it's the Lower Mainland Disaster Response Route Network. The reason I want to know that one is that basically all around here, because we're prone, a region prone to disaster, so they keep talking now, we're getting the big earthquake pretty soon. So the there's road and there's signs of it. It looks like a little triangle. Actually, it is a triangle, a yellow triangle. And those routes, they say to try to stay away from them, because the first responder would go. The purpose of those routes as two: one, they contact. They relay different city by themselves very quickly, and the second thing is also they're built on not the fault line, so basically they're a safer route, and so the first response will mostly go on those routes. So basically, I would try to stay away from those routes if I want to get out. But also, if I want help, then I know those routes would be a good place to go because the first responder would be over there. So depending on the scenario of what I want, I can go. So it's a good information to have. Obviously, it's not to scale and stuff, but just even to have an idea of where I should be going and stuff. And as you can see in my other part of my bag, I have actual little maps of the region of the greater Vancouver and around there, and as well as I have maps from the States as well in my bug bag. So if I would need to get out of here or something, or depending of the scenarios, so I prepare for different scenarios basically. So those are cool maps that it's very easy to carry and I can have them, and so if I need to walk or go somewhere. I also have other maps now that I just bought that will kind of take over here. So this is for the section of the map. On this place here, this is kind of my communication thing. So what I have is the NATO NATO phonetic alphabet. I'm pretty familiar with it, but again, as you can see, there's sometimes with shift works, the brain doesn't work very well, and so it's always good to have them around you too. I got the international Morse code as well, and the photocopy didn't quite well, so I had to work the numbers. I'm starting to learn the Morse code. Actually, I bought like stuff because I'm working towards my AM radio certification. But it's still pretty good. If somebody would send something, well, at least just even to recognize the sound, I could write it on a piece of paper and then look for the letters and stuff. So obviously, I'm not good enough to send or transmit or receive and write it right like this, but slowly with practice. So until then, that's it's always good and stuff. The other part too is Urban Prepper, and I'll put the link of his video, did an awesome idea of oboe signs. And so apparently in the past, oboes used to put signs on their on the ground for a place and stuff. And so I thought it's a good idea to carry, and he did an awesome job like he always do on different things that he does. So basically what I did is I plastify, taped it, his list. And so now I carry this in mind, so if I would get to a sign, it comes very easy to just, instead of getting the backpack out and stuff, to get some information out. The other one, so again in my communication pouch, is all the, again in a scenario where I would have my radios or use radios and stuff. Those are all the frequency for Canada, all the frequency that people use, the lower edge, the higher edge, the minimum bandwidth and qualification that they need to use and stuff. So those are all the frequency that it has. The American has another one too. It looks actually nicer than the one we have in Canada, but in Canada I still need to know what where would be where, and so that's what it is. And on the other side, it's the semaphore alphabet, because I have the space anyway, so might as well put it. So basically, with it's a bit like Morse code, but with little flags. So that's what I have in my communication section. On the other section here, so I carry a few things. So emergency contacts numbers. And so most of my family lives outside BC, mostly in Montreal, and some live in Calgary. So I have their phone number in case I would lose my phone or the phone and stuff. And also I have people that lives in the area, well, outside Vancouver, but near Vancouver. And so basically, if an emergency would happen and I would lose my phone and stuff, then I still have their numbers. And obviously I have this in a different copy, but I thought it would be important to have them on me at all time. And now that I just thought of that now too, I'll put some quarters in that little pocket, so that way if I get to a phone, then I'll be able to use that. The last map over here, which is a little bit kind of contact communications and stuff. So I got two more numbers over here. Those are the two main ones that I would use because they're the closest. And this one is the transit map. So if it's not like a big disaster, but I still need to get out, it's good to know where I can go, because it's a bigger view, so that's why it doesn't look so, but still to have an idea of like in keeping in mind where the water would be and things like that. And with this I can kind of have an idea where could I go with the transit and kind of make my way quicker to a section that is a little bit further away. And this is a simulation that they ran a few years back. They did a study, and again, it's to keep in mind this flood pictures. But this one is for a tsunami. So there would be two places that would be hit by a tsunami. One that's very likely, and the one is very unlikely, which is the part where I am. But if there would be a earthquake inside that place, and there would be a 10-meter tsunami. This is basically the region that would be flooded by that tsunami. So it kind of still gives me an idea, even if it's very unlikely, it still gives me an idea of where to go away if there's a tsunami over here. And so that's why I'm going to stick to the green. And so that's why, again, gives me a bigger view and stuff. So all this is carried in a nice little pocket, and it's right accessible information to me, so that if I'm on the fly and I'm moving, how can I get out of the dodge and stuff. This is all the information that I have like right on me at all time. So anyway, I thought it would be a cool little concept, and it's not heavy, and it's pretty easy to do. It was not very expensive. I mean, the whole thing with photocopies and stuff like this, it's pretty cheap to make, less than $50. So I thought I would share that with you, and yeah, now it's part of my my kit. I carry it. I carry basically all this goes inside there, so I carry this in my EDC. So hope you liked it, and I'll talk to you soon.